Welcome to my channel, Pixie Dreams Tales, where stories come alive with magic, lessons, and dreams. Today's story is a timeless classic, The Tortoise and the Hare. It's a wonderful tale that reminds us that patience, determination, and steady effort can win even the toughest race. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this wonderful story. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a swift and proud hare. He was the fastest animal around, or so he thought. Every morning, he would zip past the other animals, boasting loudly, "Look at me! No one can ever beat me in a race. I'm the fastest creature in the whole forest." The other animals would just roll their eyes and sigh, tired of his arrogance. But one quiet creature, the tortoise, just smiled calmly every time he heard the hare's bragging. One day, the tortoise decided he had heard enough. He approached the hare and said calmly, "Dear hare, I may be slow, but I believe even I could beat you in a race." The hare burst out laughing. "You beat me? Don't make me laugh, old shellback. You can hardly move an inch a minute." The other animals gasped. The hare couldn't believe the tortoise had actually challenged him. Amused by the idea, he agreed at once. "Fine. Tomorrow morning, we'll race from the old oak tree to the riverbank. Let's see who wins." The tortoise simply nodded. He wasn't fast, but he believed in one thing: never giving up. The next morning, all the animals gathered to watch the big race. The squirrel stood ready, waving a large leaf as a starting flag. "On your mark, get set, go," he chirped, and off they went. The hare darted ahead like lightning, leaving a trail of dust behind him. The tortoise, on the other hand, moved slowly step by step, steady and calm. The hare shouted back over his shoulder, "See you at the finish line, slowpoke." But the tortoise didn't respond. He just kept his eyes forward, taking one small, determined step at a time. After a while, the hare was so far ahead that he decided to look back. The tortoise was just a tiny speck in the distance. The hare smirked to himself, "That slow fellow will take all day. I have plenty of time. I think I'll just take a little nap under this lovely tree." He lay down in the cool shade of a large oak and soon drifted into a deep sleep. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept going slow, steady, and never stopping for a moment. He whispered to himself, "Slow and steady wins the race," as he plodded along. Step by step, he passed the sleeping hare and moved ever closer to the finish line. Hours later, the hare woke up with a big stretch and a yawn. "All right, time to finish this easy race, eh?" he said to himself. He leaped to his feet and began to run as fast as he could toward the riverbank. But as he got closer, he saw something that made his heart drop. To his absolute shock, the tortoise was just a few steps away from the finish line. "No, this can't be happening," he cried in a panic. The hare sprinted with all his might, his paws flying across the ground. But it was too late. Just as he was about to catch up, the tortoise crossed the line. The squirrel, who was the judge, cheered, "The tortoise wins! The tortoise wins!" forest erupted in joyous celebration for the humble tortoise. The hare hung his head in shame, finally understanding his mistake. He walked over to the tortoise, his ears drooping. Was too proud and careless, the hare admitted. You truly deserve to win. The tortoise smiled kindly. It's not always about speed, my friend. It's about patience and determination. Slow and steady wins the race. From that day on, the hare learned to respect others and never underestimate anyone again. The tortoise became a symbol of perseverance, a constant reminder that consistency and humility are far greater strengths than speed and arrogance. And so, dear friends, remember this story. Life isn't always about rushing ahead. Sometimes, the ones who move slowly but steadily are the ones who reach their goals with pride and peace. Thank you for watching Pixie Dreams Tales. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more magical stories every week. And all together, now, slow and steady wins the race.